What's going on, Riddles and Tentacles? I am the great and powerful Trixie, as well as my co-host, Twilight Sparkle. So again, I skipped some stuff that I'd already done, but let me give a quick recap. I grabbed the key and the necklace, and then went right, grabbed my 5 bits, went left, grabbed Twilight, and went forward twice, through to the garden, left the tree alone, went to the well. So we've already seen all of that in previous videos, but this time we have not gone to the graveyard before, so let's do that.
The girls trot over to the graveyard and enter through the jagged black railings. As Twilight trots too daringly close to one of the dirt mounds, a blackened claw bursts out of her and grabs at her. She recoils and screams, backing up into another dirt mound with another undead creature grasping at her from behind. The claws continue to appear, grasping at Twilight, pulling her deeper into the shallow graves as Trixie watches on. Will you pull Twilight out, or zap the hands with magic?
Oh, we should pull out, alright. For some reason it seems that my more button is broken for this playthrough, so we're going to have only 3 lines of text per frame, but that's okay. They get to see more of the picture anyway. Last time I tried using a physical method with the puppetry thing, you know, that didn't work so well, but that was as Twilight. I'm worried that Trixie's magic isn't going to work so well. I'll try zapping with magic.
A bolt of lightning leaps
there we
forth
go.
from Trixie's horn as she uses magic to stay the claws and grabs Twilight by the hoof to help pull her out. As her body shakes free of the mud, a few bits roll out of the dirty pile.
Oh hey, bits!
Trixie quickly sweeping them up as Twilight recovers. The girls decide to return to and investigate the well. You get 15 bits.
Yeah, so now I have a total of 20 bits. Go back to the well.
Twilight?
And Trixie, we've already seen this, so let's head back down.
Are you okay, Trixie?
I think last time I went left. I think last time I went right, but I'm not sure. Let's go left.
Ahead on the left.
Oh, we went left last time. Oh well.
Across a fork in the path. Will you go left or right?
Huh? Or maybe I didn't, because last time I thought I had an option to enter the door. Let's go left.
Trixie carelessly canters ahead, and Twilight spots an oddity in the path.
Oh, this is definitely a different path.
She continues ahead. Will you listen to Twilight or carry on?
Yeah, let's definitely listen to Twilight when we're in a crazy murder mansion.
Heeding Twilight's words, Trixie and Twilight both use their magic to empower the floor and secure it before continuing. You gain 1 karma.
Oh, I don't know why we get a karma for that, but whatever. Let's continue.
Unknowingly,
what the
walk
fuck?
Past a sentient pipe broken out of the wall. Without mercy or remorse, it latches onto both of their tails at once as it begins to gorge on them, slurping as it swallows them whole. Before they know it, Trixie and Twilight are spat out through a minette hole in the wall somewhere in the mansion, regaining their full forms.
Okay, oh my god, the shipping you could get from this picture. There's like a pipe in there. Okay, what's gonna happen now?
Forward, the girls find themselves in a seemingly normal room. Before long, that is certainly shown not to be the case. As Trixie tries for the door on the other side, it freezes over and the walls line themselves with ice, snow beginning to fall from nowhere above. The temperature plummets, and at first the girls sit apart, doing their best to keep themselves warm with the aid of their magic, but clearly it is not enough, and something else must be done. Will you use each other's body warmth to survive?
Yeah, let's enable the shippers.
At first the girls sit apart, freezing to the bone, but eventually realize
Trixie's
that they are utterly doomed if they do not at least try to work together. Crawling quietly and very slowly, Twilight finds her way to Trixie through the piles of snow and embraces her. Purely for warmth, of course. The inexplicable blizzard soon blows over, the ice sealing the doors thawing, allowing the girls to proceed.
Okay, let's continue.
Entering into the 2nd floor foyer, the girls are presented with a multitude of options. Doors line the walls of the room, and behind them, a grandfather...
Okay, we've already seen this. Inspecting the clock, is a death. The back door leads us to that. This is my room, dude. Shut up, narrator. And, so let's take the first forward door. Oh, it's the plinth. Okay. Fuck, shut up. Okay, I don't have any options for these. Huh. Right, investigating the plinth we've already done. The forward door killed us last time. Let's go right.
As the girls make a wrong move,
that kills us.
Reflects their poor choice, rapidly condensing as the features of it vanish, crushing the mares into a small, cuboid prison. You have chosen poorly.
Nice little Nice little Indiana Jones reference. Alright, let's go back and take the left door instead. Oh, it's the same. What about the forward door? They're all the same. Crap. So we have no choice but to investigate the plan. We're gonna not listen to the harp because we've already done that. Let's get ourselves charmed. Let's continue. Read the book. Get shadow magic. See. Grab the nearby bookmark. We've already seen all this. Lose Twilight. Turn tail and run. Continue. Continue. We've already seen all this. Let's enter the second floor.
Making a fast decision, Trixie barrels through the door into the second floor.
I think we've already seen this.
The door ahead,
I don't know.
Making a big beeline for the stairs at the front of the house. The statue in the first room has no time to react to Trixie's bungling through, being ravaged by the chasing darkness. Straight ahead in the second room, Trixie slips and slides across toys and fabric, only just avoiding tendrils and arms bursting out of the floorboards.
Wow.
As she traverses the next hallway, a larger, thicker tentacle sprouts out of the stone floor at the end and rips through it towards her. Luck provides. Her movements successfully evade all but one of the dark lashes lining the swollen arm, snatching at her as she falls through the collapsing corridor. The strands whip out bits, sprinkling them into the air.
Oh.
She hits the bottom floor with a hard thud, sprinting away without time to collect her lost coins. You lose 10 bits.
Okay, let's continue.
With tentacles of darkness,
and it looks like at this point it's going to be the same as stuff we've already done. Let's help Twilight. Yeah, this is all the same as stuff before, so I'll be back when, well, let's just continue and play the riddle. Evil, Innocence, Beauty. We get the victory. What's my score? It's 40, so I didn't do so well. Alright, let's play again. I'll get back to somewhere I haven't been before. Alright, I'm back, and I got to this point and did everything exactly the same as last time, except for I chose to keep the key this time. I want to see what happens if we try to pull her out. We're probably gonna die, but whatever.
Trixie grabs Twilight by the hooves and tugs,
we're gonna die.
But the hands are stronger. The girls are both pulled deep into the ground and remain there as the claws up above entomb them with soil and mud. Just moments later, the mares feel themselves free from their claustrophobic nightmare, hovering up and through the soil, eventually entering back out into the night air to see what they have become.
We're ghosts.
Game over.
Alright, okay, let's go back. Zap the hands.
A bolt of lightning leaps
Continue. Let's go right this time. Oh, and my more buttons working again. We've already seen this. Let's enter the right door.
Entering into a new, darker room, the girls find a doll resembling Trixie on a table. At first, Twilight picks it up and begins to play around with it, giggling as she mimics Trixie and makes fun of her. Trixie does not take too
Just like Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island or something?
And grasps the doll with her magic, an overwhelming feeling of possession coming over her. Twilight, too, magically tugs on the doll. A war ensues. Be the bigger mare and stop, or continue tugging.
Let's be the bigger mare. Okay, there's no narration, but we have a thing. Trixie huffs and puts the doll down. Twilight also seizing her childish accents and the girls leave. Now before Trixie pockets the crystal that was on the table, however, to Twilight's incredible disapproval. So it appears like we, lost a karma, or like 3 karma. I'm not entirely sure how much as the narrator didn't say. So let's continue.
Ignoring the obvious trap, the girls progress farther into the
Okay, so it wasn't exactly an obvious trap. We have a crystal now. Alright, let's continue. We've seen this before.
Let's
enter the second forward door this time. It doesn't require us to go to the plinth.
Entering into the bedroom, the girls wander about, searching
as
Twilight
the bedroom.
approaches the bed.
Remember what happened last time we came here.
What?
Trixie grabs a few bits from the bedside table.
Let's hope this shadow thing doesn't get any ideas with this bed here.
Unable to control herself, Twilight blushes and begins to laugh as Trixie rolls her eyes and marches on towards the exit door. You gain 5 bits and 1 karma.
Alright, my brother came and interrupted me, so I'm back. So it looks like we gained a karma and 5 bits, so okay, that works, let's continue.
Traveling forward,
and we have the plinth, and at this point, we have our path determined for us. So let's investigate the plinth, leave, continue, read the book, continue, grab the bookmark, yeah, we've already seen all this, so I'll skip the scorecard. Wow, I got a 205 that time! I didn't get the hat and cape, but, I mean, wow, maybe it has something to do with the crystal. Yeah, the crystal's 50 points. I would have gotten 245 if I hadn't gotten that game over from the zombie. Wow. I did fairly well. Alright, let's skip to, I'll take the left path again. down under the well, but instead go right the second time.
Despite Twilight's warning, Trixie carries on walking. To try and save her, Twilight tries to tug her back with magic. An ensuing petty battle causes the floor to cave in and take both mares with it. As the girls recover from their harsh landing, Twilight screams and leaps into Trixie's forelegs.
Snakes!
God!
Oh, do not tell Trixie. You were up. Ouch!
As Trixie consoles Twilight's fear, one of the hundreds of writhing reptiles in the pit latches onto her hoof and sinks its teeth in, filling her blood with venom. Twilight attempts to care for her as Trixie becomes dizzy, only to be bitten herself. The mares soon find out, however, that this is no ordinary venom. Game over.
So we got turned to snakes. All right, that was what happens if we don't listen to Twilight. So yeah, I figured I'd show the extra depth. Okay, I'm back. This time I went through to the I went through the door, and left takes us to the Alice in Wonderland room. Let's go forward this time.
Heading forward, the girls press on.
Okay, let's continue.
The girls approach the door to their right and rattle it in its frame, unable to open it.
Okay, see, is this... I have the key this time. I actually kept the key this time, so maybe we're gonna... Is this where we use the key to get the bits?
As Twilight turns away...
Yeah, it is. Alright, we've already seen that. Let's go into the treasury. Forward takes us to the plinth. Myra did this once, but I cut it because it was almost nothing new. So let's go to the treasury.
The girls enter into the treasury, and Trixie's jaw hits the floor. Mountains of gold, gems, artifacts, and treasures of all
we've already
kind
seen
await
this.
their
Investigating the
attention.
bottle kills us. Some gives us bits, makes it lose karma. Let's go with a lot.
Greed is not good.
Oh boy.
The treasure reacts violently to Trixie's attempts to steal too much of it, and the coins begin snapping at her, pulling her into the piles of gold. As she flails about in the mess, throwing money and bits all over the place, she fails to notice herself reducing in the glimmering mess until eventually Trixie has disappeared. Twilight stands by helplessly and dares to shuffle a few bits of the coins where Trixie was to the side, gasping to find a few with what looks like her face on them.
Help me, Twilight!
Oh
Game
no.
over.
So Trixie's dead. So let's go back and leave because that's the only option here we have never taken.
Choosing to leave the treasury on the other side, Trixie and Twilight are faced with two directions to choose from. Will you go left or right?
God, it's been a month since I did this the first time. I don't remember where I went before. Let's go left.
As the girls enter
oh, here's the room. Okay, this is where Twilight gets turned into the cat and cape.
Piles of fabric.
Oh. Okay, so we have hat and cape Twilight. Let's look around and get bits. We've already done this all. Let's check the open book this time. That's going to be shadow magic probably.
Moving to the desk,
yeah,
Trixie begins to peruse the book as Twilight muffles in anger. Clearly, she does not want Trixie to waste her time as they can both see that the book is wholly irrelevant to transformation magic, but Trixie continues anyway. You lose 1 karma and gain knowledge of shadow magic.
Okay, so we lost karma but gained shadow. So we can still search for another book. Let's get some transformation magic.
Through the lines and lines
we're gonna read the book, get cursed, get transformation magic, blah blah blah.
Trixie reaches the
so
library and comes
how are we gonna get to? When are we gonna get to use this transformation magic on Twilight? Continue.
The other end with a larger
no, I feel like staying. Maybe it's different in this case.
Choosing to stay.
No, it's not. All right, let's turn tail and run. Continue. Continue. Wow, we have so many status effects. Let's enter the second floor.
With haste rivaling
see, forwards the paintings, let's go left instead.
Darts for the left door and is forced deeper into the mansion, clinging desperately to Twilight.
Let's see, please tell me we're not... Let's see, are we gonna have to come upon the thing and do the riddle again? Looks like we are. Yeah, so we have to do the riddle. But... we'll see our scorecard at the very least. You got 45.
Really
oh
well.
I'll try again, I suppose. Okay, I'm back. I got back to... so it seems like basically the last options we have to get this hat and cape or to do the Alice in Wonderland room. And we have Twilight with us, of course. Let's nudge her this time, since talk is death, wave of hoof is continue.
Trixie gives Twilight a jab in the side and makes her spill the drink on both of them.
Twilight, look what
you
did!
No.
Suddenly, an odd feeling overcomes them. Trixie shrinks down to the floor and looks
that's always Trixie's fault, too.
Twilight high up in the air beside the table, hanging onto the cloth. She cannot cling on for long, her hopes eventually giving way. Trixie must do something quickly.
I have a feeling trying to catch her will end up with both of us crushed, so let's break her fall with magic instead. See, we're gonna have to get that cake back somehow.
Making the smarter move, Trixie's horn bursts with ether and forms into a cushion around Twilight as she reaches terminal velocity. Calmly and carefully, Trixie lowers Twilight safely to the ground and holds her in the air.
Thank you, Trixie.
But the girls are still facing one giant, or rather, tiny problem. They are still the size of insects. How are they going to get back to normal? Will you use magic or investigate the cake?
Well, I'm guessing the cake would probably work, but I want to see what happens if we try to use magic. It's probably a death, but...
Casting a simple spell, the mares return to normal size. Standing together, they choose how to continue from here. Will you take the forward door or the right door?
Oh crap, I don't remember which way it was to the room. Let's go forward. Okay, it's here.
Purple.
We're gonna get the Hat Cape Twilight. Alright, I'll come back when I get to something new. I'm back. I think my karma's a bit glitched, because I think I have some left over from some previous games. Let's try catching Twilight this time.
Completely choosing the smartest move, Trixie stands underneath where she expects Twilight to land, and on her hind legs, her front hooves hanging out ready to catch her friend and be the hero once more. Twilight reaches terminal velocity, and buries Trixie into the floor flank first, crushing her flat.
Oh no! Trixie, thank you, but... are you okay?
God, that
Trixie
face.
is certainly not okay, and will certainly not be going anywhere of her own accord for a while. Game over.
Alright, let's go back and try breaking the fall and checking the cake.
Heading over to the now giant cake on the floor,
oh, boy.
Trixie breaks a crumb off and commands Twilight to take a bite out of it.
It'll work. It has to.
Trixie, I don't know.
But against her will, Trixie shoves the piece into her mouth and forces her to chomp on it while she herself takes a bite out of it. For a moment, nothing seems to happen, and then Trixie squeals with delight at her superior intellect as she sees the end of Twilight's hoof balloon, and then suddenly the rest of her body growing up and up back into the room, both mares back up to their normal size.
See, Twilight, I told you so.
As the girls return to normal size, they may have wanted to take a couple of steps back from one another before growing, as Trixie stops in shock as she feels Twilight's snout press firmly yet softly against her own.
Shipping!
Let's carry on, shall we?
You gain 2 karma. Will you take the forward door?
I have so much karma. It's like the Redditor's dream. I actually have one of this. Alright, I think the forward door takes us to the thing, if I remember. So let's take the right door instead.
Pushing on, the mares enter into a hallway with 3 more options ahead of them. To their left, a large golden door with placards reading treasury sits before them. The other doors remain nameless. Will you continue to the treasury, the right door, or the forward door?
Okay, we already know what the treasury does. I believe the forward door is planned, so let's go right instead.
The girls approach the door to their right and rattle it.
Okay, so that's the...
unable to open it.
We don't have the key, so... Alright, let's continue.
To open the door,
so, yeah, this is stuff we've already seen. Let's go to the treasure, take some gold,
choosing to
continue.
leave the treasury on the other side, Trixie
okay, this is a different way than last time. Oh god, I forget where to go. Let's go left.
As the girls
and we're gonna have to turn into a hat and cape. And everything's gonna probably be the same from here. Alright, I'll come back again. Okay, last time we went to the bathroom and got a final game over, so let's go, see, it looks like the bathroom is toward the right this time. Let's go right. And it's the plants, alright, I'll get back there. Alright, I'm back here. I already did the forward door, but it's just the ice room, so let's go to the bathroom. I have a feeling this is gonna be it somehow.
Entering into the bathroom, the girls find nothing but a dead end. Suddenly,
we've already seen this. Hiding in the bathtub gave us the final game over, so let's hide in the toilet instead.
Without hesitation, Trixie plunges Twilight into the toilet and rams her in. Hopping in after her, Trixie's larger-than-average belly gets her wedge stuck. As Trixie accidentally hits the flusher and sends Twilight down into the mansion's plumbing system, the show pony remains where she is as the shadow approaches. Game over.
Wow, that's not a good ending at all. Alright, let's go back. And let's stay put this time.
The shadow shadows his way in and shadows their faces off. What did you think was going to happen? Game over.
It shadows their faces off. Alright, let's go back and go outside to investigate.
Trixie and Twilight head outside.
Oh my god.
And the shadow shadows the girls with his shadows and shadows their faces off. What did you think would happen? Game over.
So it seems that everything in the bathroom leads to death. We can either turn into sea ponies, we can get flushed, or we can get our faces shadowed off. So I'm running out of ideas, to be honest. This is sort of ridiculous. I might need to cheat and look at the original Choose Your Own Adventure to figure out where the hell I'm supposed to be going. I'll be back.